Hi everyone, welcome to Dawn and Pete's Travels. I'm Pete, and today I'm going to take you on a balcony cabin tour on board P&O's ARVIA. We're just on a Transatlantic cruise, so we thought we'd take you a little look around our cabin. So we're in balcony 14129, which is a forward starboard side on board P&O's ARVIA. We're just going to go straight to the balcony because that's what you want to see first of all, isn't it? So let's go out to the balcony. So as you can see, each balcony has got 2 chairs and a table. The chairs are really good, they can recline so you can sit back and enjoy the sun, or in our case the shade on this cruise. It's a really good size and it's really good. We're on deck 14, so it's really high up and we can see right out to sea and down on deck 8 and see what's happening. So it's really easy to open and close your balcony door. As you can see, it's quite a large handle. You just pull it down and then you can open it, and you can also do the opposite to close it. Now I do recommend that in hotter climates that you keep your door closed. That way the air conditioning will work and maintain a cooler temperature inside. If you leave your door open, the air conditioning will shut off, so just keep that closed in the hot climate so it's nice and cool in here. For those with children and thinking about their kids on the balcony, there is a child lock up here, so you can make sure that they can't just get out unsupervised. So we're going to continue the tour from the balcony end, working our way forward to the cabin door. So as you come in off of the balcony, on your right hand side you'll see the vanity and desk area. Really large mirror and some lighting to the side which lights up this whole area. We've got some really good shelving here. They are very thin but quite handy, with these railings on it, which means that if we're a bit rough, things won't fall off the shelves. Moving down here, you'll see we've got a kettle. Tea and coffee is provided, and we'll show you that in a minute. And just behind the kettle, you've got 2 UK plugs and some light switches to switch on the lights in this area. So sticking with the vanity area, just below the sort of kettle and plugs here, we have got a cupboard, and inside that is the fridge. So the fridge is empty, ready for you to put any drinks that you bring with you on board inside. So P&O recently changed their policy on bringing spirits on board, so you know that you can no longer bring spirits on board. You can bring 2 bottles or 2 litres worth of wine only. So you notice that we had Jack Daniels in the fridge. We ordered that off of room service. The number for room service is 5,000. I'm going to let you know that now because we cannot find it listed anywhere. It took ages for us to find it. But you can order a range of spirits and things from the room service. It was reasonable priced. It was just like in the supermarkets at home. So if you like your spirits from the evenings, a drink in the cabin, you can order it off of room service. So we're going to move on to the area next to the vanity unit, and you'll notice the first thing I'm going to talk about is the really nice sized TV. At the moment you can see that we've got the webcam on from the front of the ship, so we can see where we're going. We're on a Transatlantic, so you can see it's clearly just the Transatlantic Ocean, so it's really cool. The TV service is really good. There's loads and loads of movies, there's TV shows and lots of other things. You can check your account on board, you can see the schedule of what's happening and things like that on the TV service there. Just below the TV you'll see our tea and coffee station. Tea and coffee is complimentary, and you also get a couple of little biscuits in this tray. You'll notice the tea and coffee there. If you have brought wine on board and you want a wine glass, just ask your cabin steward. These don't come as within the room when you come here. 2 normal glasses do though. Underneath there you've got a couple of cupboards. This cupboard here is really thin, so just be mindful of that. And we've also got the telephone. You can ring other cabins on board, so if you just ring the cabin number, that will ring the other cabin. So if you've got friends or family that you've come on holiday with, you can contact them via the phone. So sticking with the balcony end of the cabin, we are now opposite the vanity and TV area, and we've got this really comfy sofa. Now this sofa is also a bed, but be mindful that you can't operate it yourself. The cabin steward will make up the bed in the evenings. but that also gives you flexibility to have more than 2 people within this cabin. There's also a really cool table which you can just move along. It's really convenient, with some little storage on the side of it as well. So moving back towards the cabin door, we've got the bed area. So this we've got it configured as the queen size bed. It is really comfy, but you can also have it split into 2 single beds. What will happen is the 2 bedside tables will be moved into the middle, and then the 2 beds will be separate. You can see that there's some really nice mirrors which adds some depth to the cabin as well. Also on the sides we've got the lamps, and there's some spotlights as well. Now some people forget about this, underneath the lamps is a USB port, so you can charge your devices via that as well. There is only one plug at the bedroom area, which is on the right hand side, again a UK plug, and then you've got the light switches. Each of the, they're quite small, but they're convenient shelving on your bedside tables. Yeah, that's the bedroom area. So we've talked about this in previous cabin tours. If you've seen any of them, you'll know. If you haven't, one of the top tips is that the walls are all magnetic. So we bring these little magnets and we put up the daily horizon, that's the schedule and lets you know what's happening. And we'll put the one that's relevant for today up on the wall, and other important things such as our tickets for tours and our really important, the dates and times for the thermal suite. Really nice, I would recommend it. That on there. We also have these magnetic hooks, which are really good. Just add some extra room within your cabin that you can hang things up on. And we've got multiples of those, and as you can see, we've just done a Halloween cruise, hence why we've got the Halloween face mask with us today. So there's 2 configurations that the cabin can be in. One is that the bed is this end by the wardrobes, and the other one is that the bed is down by the balcony window, or balcony door. We prefer the other configuration where the bed is by the balcony door, just because with this configuration the wardrobe area is really tight and you're struggling to get sort of by. So it's not our favourite configuration, but just bear that in mind. So we'll start with the larger of the wardrobes. On this door here there's a full-length mirror, which we'll show you in a minute. In the top you'll find your life jackets, and we found our hairdryer in there as well, so if you're looking around and you can't find the hairdryer, look at the top. And then you'll see there's plenty of coat hangers here to hang your items up. If you need more coat hangers, speak to your cabin steward, they'll bring some more for you. A really good space, and lots of, it's really tall, so lots of room down the bottom to store stuff as well, like shoes and things like that. So we'll move along to a smaller of the areas here. This one's full of shelves. You'll notice there is no drawers, it is all just shelves, so just bear that in mind, but plenty of storage there as well. So moving on to the end, this is where you'll find your room safe. It is not very big, so just be mindful of that. You won't fit a laptop in it or a larger iPad. You might fit an iPad mini in it, but that's about it. And also you've got a shelf at the top and a wardrobe. So like I mentioned, this one on the end has got a full-length mirror. Obviously the bed gets in the way of the full-length mirror, so you might want to open it up, stand in this area, and then you can see what you look like, especially on those formal nights. So quite a lot of people on Facebook forums and things like that often ask questions about where they can put their suitcases, because they're finding they don't fit in the wardrobe and they're taking up a lot of space within their cabin. Well, one of the tips that we're going to give you today is that they go straight underneath the bed. So most suitcases will fit under here. As we move further into the cabin, closer to the front door, I'm going to show you the bathroom, which is just in here. So as you would expect, it's got a toilet, and we don't need to go into too much detail about that. But also within this area, you've got plenty of shelving. So up here, you've got 2 shelves and further shelving down below. It's a really good mirror with a light all the way around it. All of the towels are provided by your cabin steward. They do ask that if you can reuse your towel just to keep it hung up. But if you want replacements, throw them down in the shower and they'll get replaced to you by your cabin steward. And of course, you've got the shower as well. Really good shower. All of the products within the bathroom are White Company, so you get shower gel and shampoo already in the shower. But if you do want conditioner or moisturiser, just ask your cabin steward and they'll bring some for you. Also within the shower, you've got a small washing line, so you can hang like your swim costumes on there as well. So coming out of the bathroom, you will find some heater controls here. It has got cool and hot, so if you're doing a cold cruise you can make it warmer in here. But the most important for cruises like this, certainly around the Caribbean and the Med, is that if there's a boost, a cold boost. So if you press that, it will bring some cold air back into the cabin. Just opposite the bathroom you'll find some fitted hooks here. So if you haven't brought the magnetic ones like we talked about earlier, don't worry, there are some hooks here that you can use. Convenient because it's just by the front door, so as you come in you can hang your jackets up there, etc. if you need to. We're going to move down to the front door area and we'll talk about this slot just here first. So this is, as you come in the room, if you put your cruise card in there, it will then activate the lights and the air conditioning, etc. And underneath that you've got the light switch so you can see where you're going. Just up here we've got a magnet which gives instructions to the cabin steward whether you are taking it easy and you don't want to be disturbed, or whether you've gone exploring the ship and you want your room made up. If you want your room made up, you need to remember to put this on your front door, because if it's not out there they will not come in, so please remember to put that onto your front door. Now to the door itself, you will see that you can lock it from inside, which is really convenient. There is a spy hole so you can see, just like a front door, who's out there if someone knocks on the door. And then this section here is all about what to do in an emergency, so your muster station, how to put your life jacket on and things like that. On your first day that you arrive in your cabin steward will come and introduce themselves. They'll let you know their name and they'll ask if you need anything from them. So two of the things that we asked for were wine glasses for my wine and also an ice bucket. So we asked for it to be delivered every afternoon. It's literally just arrived. It is free of charge, so it is included, and they'll drop it off every single day, a nice ice bucket at the time that you ask for it. So that wraps up our tour of a balcony cabin on board P&O's ARVIA. We have also done an inside cabin tour, so if you are looking at booking an inside cabin, make sure you go and check that out. And we've also done a full ship tour on ARVIA as well, so make sure you go and look at that. A balcony cabin is our preferred choice, however, an inside cabin is perfectly fine as well. So if you are weighing up the options and you're wondering whether it's worth the extra money, we'll always say yes, but you can also get some really good deals on an inside cabin. So if you've liked this video or you have any other questions, please give us a like and type those questions away in the comments and we'll try and answer as many as we can. We'd also really appreciate if you could subscribe to our channel, it really helps us. But that's all for now, so thanks for watching.